Welcome to Gupshupp with Arsh. This is Arsh. Today I'm here with Sravani and Nikhil, and we are going to talk about relationships and breakups. So we'll start off on a lighter note. So we'll start off with relationships. So tell me the first crush or the first relationship or anything you must have had.
Rush in this one is the celebrity one or the
Anything. I mean, it could be your English teacher.
nah. So my first crush was a celebrity. She was Kritika Kamra, if you know.
Kritika Kamra. Kunal Kamra, I know, but Kritika Kamra.
Okay, fine. You can Google it later.
Okay, no worries. Yours?
Mine was nursery, bro.
Nursery. You started off in nursery itself.
I wanted to sit with that guy in the same bench.
Yeah,
Does he have a name?
Yeah.
What?
Why? What is the use? He doesn't look good anymore. He was cute when he was small.
That's why she doesn't want to tell the name. I think these days there are so many different kinds of relationships. I mean, I think when we were growing up, I just knew you were either dating or you were friends.
Yes.
But nowadays, there are just so many more things that have come up. There is casual relationships.
These days.
I think all relationships are casual only these days.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. What's your take on casual relationships, though?
It's kind of no commitment rule. So you're just attracted to each other, and then you start seeing, and then there's no commitment. That's it.
There's like no
Add it up.
feelings involved.
No.
But in my opinion, I feel like casual relationships these days are like, I think a person always ends up getting hurt in it,
Because people are investing feelings also. If
Exactly.
you notice. So they say it's casual, but they get hurt when they go or they get jealous in the first place
Yeah.
when they see the other person with someone else. So in a way, casuals are not casuals. They're getting serious because of people investing feelings into it,
I
emotions and
know.
all.
Because I feel like sometimes people like want to have a serious relationship with someone, but they know that if they directly go and approach this person saying that, okay, serious commitment and all, this person would not date. So that's why I think it's a way to approach, and they started off saying that it's casual, but then
Yeah,
they
see,
end up getting hurt.
the other person, if he says, see, I don't like serious, I don't want to get committed, I just want to
Just like a
look
fling.
into it. Yeah, a fling, yeah,
Yeah.
just a
like-
casual one. So other person in compulsion they go. Right?
Yeah.
At least we'll be with them for some time.
It's
Yeah.
not
And
the
let's
whole
see.
thing. Thoda to
Thoda
mil
to.
raha hai. That's the thing, right? But I think relationships that's the thing. These days, the whole dynamic of relationships have changed so much because it's so hard these days to find people who actually want to commit, right?
Yeah.
These days, yeah, people are scared actually to get
Yeah.
committed to someone.
I know because itna ganda kat chuka hai, they don't want to again probably go into
They
it.
got spoiled. The relations got spoiled.
Yeah, and also nowadays people getting into relationships for ulterior motives, like because they get something in return
That
out
is
of it.
true.
I mean, it's like apart from love, everything else they are interested in these days.
Yeah, so it's lust, basically.
Yeah, lust is the driving force for our generation.
So they name it just for that. They
Huh.
name different things.
Yeah.
Situationships, friends with benefits.
That's a new thing. That's right.
Oh, situationships. It's another word for casual only again.
No, these all come under the same club.
Can you guys tell me like the phases in the relationship that you guys have been through?
So they'll be starting with a happy face, which will be very excited. Like we can hang out, we can go here, we can go there. We'll set some expectations. Like we have to, go away. We'll plan trips. We'll go everywhere. Then after that, insecurity will be there. After that,
Second phase itself is insecurity. Yeah.
If it's possessive boyfriend or girlfriend, definitely insecurity will be there for sure. We'll be checking on them, and they'll be asking us for their own space. Like I need my own space. There, they will start fighting, and then everything
will go to shit from there.
Yeah.
Like, because I
Toxicity
think
starts.
Yeah.
starting of the relationship is like where you always want to talk to each other,
Yes.
always want to hang out.
Communication is
That's
Cuteness
cute,
and all.
yeah.
And eventually that's the thing. Now, first I remember, okay, in my last relationship, like starting, I remember speaking for like 7 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, and all. And eventually it goes to a place where we are talking to each other 10 minutes a day. That too to check up. Okay, oh, you're still alive. Oh, you're still existing. And the thing is, for us, the thing it becomes like we have to inform each other something. I think the love is still there, but again, that expression changes, right?
You stop talking, like you stop talking too much. You just have that. You understand. Okay, fine. This would be this. So
Yeah.
how are you? Where are you? What are you doing? Kata.
And I feel like a lot of people, misunderstand that if you don't talk so much after like 6 months into the relationship or 1 year into it, they think, okay, this person might not be interested or something. But I don't think that always has to be the case, no?
Too much of communication is also a big task. So it's not good for a relationship too. So talk when necessary.
I know.
Later on, like at the beginning stages, yes, you talk.
Because you have to tell the other person about your.
Because there's a lot
Yeah.
to share.
Yes.
Because it's the starting, you don't know anything about each other, so you share.
Yeah.
So that's why you take, hours and hours of calls and video
Yeah.
calls or chats or whatever. But later on, things there's no topic to talk.
I know, because you're meeting almost like every other day, and
Yeah.
you know your family, your friends,
Friends,
everything.
yes.
Like, what else is there to share? Nothing new going on. And yeah, and also I feel like, this is okay. Talking is one thing, and second, the comfort. You become so comfortable around each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Do you really have like conversations with your mom and dad, like once you get
Yeah.
habituated, so you don't talk to them for hours and hours.
I know.
You
Calm
just
se
say,
calm.
Khatam. Okay, done.
Yeah, this is it.
So that's what will happen at the last stage.
But again, efforts ka, I feel like some people like stop putting in efforts eventually in the relationship.
That is true.
Right?
That's once the efforts are stopped,
Yeah.
it's gone. So every day is a new day in a relationship.
Yeah.
You need to put some effort. You need to have that element in it. For
I
sure.
know. Especially when you stop making, plans or making an effort to like
It is a
hang out.
minimum thing.
Bare minimum.
Very minimum thing to put efforts, like come and meet a person just for 10 minutes. It's enough. Like,
I know. And also, the whole dressing, I mean, comfort, obviously.
Exactly,
You become
I got you.
comfortable around the other person. But just because you're comfortable around the other person does not mean that, you stop putting in effort, like, to take them out or, to dress up for them.
yes.
Or, like, a lot of people, I don't know, this couple that I know, and they have this guy just like gained a lot of weight, okay? So we were having a discussion, and I was like just asking him, and we were all talking about working out and all together. We were like, we'll start kal se, gym jayenge and all. And he's like, Arey, but what's the point? Abhi matlab relationship mein hai, and we are going to like anyway end up together. So why do I need to like look good and all?
Huh.
And I'm like,
Things get boring. Looks get interesting. So you need to look good at least. And pata kuch nahi rehta. If you don't talk, there's nothing to talk. There's nothing to show. So you need to impress at least.
I
Dress up
know.
well.
We can't express that, but we expect to be there for sure. Looks definitely.
You need to be.
People who say that looks don't matter, no, in relationships and all bullshit, because
Looks don't matter. But till a certain point at least.
yeah, I
Till
mean,
you reach that connect. Till you reach that, you get habituated to each other.
yeah,
Once you get habituated, then later on you need not.
yeah, obviously,
do it
because
without.
that's what happens now. The first date, you dress up full hot and everything. Eventually, you're comfortable. You dress up more casual. You're comfortable and everything.
Impress.
Yeah, and the starting. No, but looks. I think that's what happens with certain people. They get too comfortable and they're like, why should we put any effort? Like, why should we look good? Abhi ho gaya na, to theek hai. And I think that's where the whole toxicity angle also starts coming in slowly.
People lose interest in you, because it's not a commitment that you have.
Hmm?
Not a commitment that you
Yeah.
have. They say they are attracted to you. Sweet things happen. But later on, once you stop doing all that, like
Yeah.
stop doing shit to impress the other person, then it's done.
So, what do you think, like, your take on long distance relationships? Does it work?
I don't know. Like I really don't know. I don't know if that'll work. I've seen things. I've seen few uh, relationships that worked actually. I've seen few relationships where people were swinging around like with others,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
letting the other person know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
covering it up. So I don't think it'll be pure.
That is true.
So so it depends again, as she mentioned. So it depends person to person. So
I just feel like in our age and time, the whole physical touch concept has become so much more important that people feel like it's impossible to be in a relationship if you're not like physically present with each other. Like I'm not just
physically present. Yeah.
present and like they need that physical touch.
Okay.
We'll just
Got
call
you.
it that. A person is moving abroad and all. Before moving, they'll make all big promises. We'll
No,
stay
that'll be there.
together.
Yeah.
Big things. But after going there, how many efforts you put to stay in touch with the time difference and everything. That all, I think again, it's personal effort because I've seen people who are making long distance
is true.
work.
That needs a lot of effort
Yeah.
if it's long distance because you need to have that, as you mentioned, the
Yeah.
time zone thing. You need to be awake when they are awake. It'll be
Yeah.
night for us. So that's a challenge, but that effort needs to be put in for sure.
And also, it takes a lot of trust and loyalty,
Very
to-
important.
Trust is main. Because beach mein, let's take, they don't talk to each other for like a week. They couldn't talk because time, this, that. To have that faith that this person won't leave me,
But I believe loyalty is more important.
yeah.
This trust is something that is in your head. Loyalty is something that you do.
That
It has to be there. Loyalty has to be there. You should trust is always there. You get into a relationship and you trust that person. That's the
Yeah.
first thing that you do. Okay, so you trust them, but the other person should have that loyalty in there to
Yeah.
make sure the trust is not broken. So
I know.
that is important.
It's like to make it worth your trust,
You'll
be
have to make it. Yeah.
loyalty is also really hard and rare to find these days. I mean, personally speaking,
Yes.
not such great experiences. So yeah, because again, I don't know. A lot of people find it like thrilling to like be unfaithful to your partner and like hide it from your partner. They find a certain kind of fun
Yes.
in like doing that sneaking around.
They
and
feel
everything.
themselves. What do you say? Clever. Like
Yeah.
not letting the other person know. To keep that secrecy.
Not
They think they are
hurting.
very
I
clever.
know.
Yeah.
That's actually cunning. That's clever. Yes, but in a bad way. You should not. You should not do that.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, just because you're smart or something does not mean you use it to like destroy.
one or the other day, the person will find it out.
Find it out.
Even after the breakup, maybe you're not
Yeah.
together now, but later on, due to some other events, they might connect the dots and they can understand that this happened.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened to me actually, like in one of the relationships, like where we did break up, and like later on, I could like connect it all together, and I was like, oh, so this was happening. I was
Yes.
just stupid enough to not see it.
That's it. That's
It's okay. I mean, I think, but in relationships, it's like you have all these phases, right? Like okay, cute phase ho gaya, comfortable ho gaya, ye pura. And sabke baad, there's also an understanding you need to reach to resolve fights, right?
hmm.
Like starting your fights are also about stupid things, and you easily compromise. Starting
Starting
where-
you will, yes.
yeah, but I think a relationship will only last for longer if you know how to compromise.
I would say
Throughout.
it's not compromise, it's understanding.
Understanding.
Understanding
Yeah.
is the word.
So you need to understand. Compromise is not
Mutually it should
right.
be there.
Yeah,
for sure.
mutual is
Yeah, sometimes you understand, okay, this person is in a shit phase, so he's telling this. Sometimes the other person will understand that you are telling.
Exactly, because when I'm going through something and I share with that person, after getting that more comfortable and all, I'm done. I have some work. You have to let it go. You shouldn't do that. They'll try to explain us rather than understanding us
I
in that
know.
situation. It hurts more,
Yeah.
and we'll feel so helpless at that point of time.
When you actually go to your loved ones and like try to vent it out or something, like you're not looking for logic at all no, at that point. Yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
Okay, that's what is
Just
expected.
say what
But
we
later
expect.
on, you know what I do when I
You'll
have-
understand it later on. that
later on I
spoke
will-
shit, but that guy understood.
yeah.
That girl
And
understood.
I think that's
Very
the
true.
relationship where you both give each other the time and space to understand and like evaluate and explain and grow together, right?
True.
And this thing is very important. People, there should be a reciprocation between
Yeah.
two
Both.
people.
Yeah,
To and fro should happen. If it's only one person, then it's not the right thing. Because
And taking stand is also very important in a relationship. Like very important.
I know. The thing is, what happens in a relationship, the thing is, I know a relationship is never 50-50. Sometimes you give 80, the other person gives 20.
True.
Sometimes the other person gives 100, you give 0.
yes,
But, a relationship fails when there's like only one person, like, giving all that they can and the other person is just enjoying,
is something is you should not take anything for granted.
Yeah.
100, 0, 100,
Yeah.
always no.
No.
As you mentioned, yes, 20, 40, 60,
होते
40.
रहता.
Sometimes it'll happen. That should be there. Someone should fit in.
And I
True.
think if you don't see the other person reciprocating what you're giving, I think you should also stop there. Because the person who's gaining the benefits will obviously not tell you
Not tell you, yes.
okay, stop doing this for me.
They'll enjoy. They'll expect more. Like expectations will be more, but they'll not think that okay, she done that. I'm happy with that. They'll not be happy and satisfied with what we have given.
I know. I think I don't know. Expectations in a relationship are very common. But the moment where your expectations are not being met and everything, I think that's where the whole spiral of falling out of love happens for you, right?
Yes.
And I don't know, these days falling out of love is also happening very
Very easily,
randomly.
yeah.
Like, people are just falling out of love. How?
It depends on the mood also.
Huh.
When
They get
they're
attracted
feeling
to
low.
See, I'm not saying finding better than what you have right now is wrong. It's good. Like you
Yeah.
find something better, but the thing is abruptly ending it.
I know.
You use some other reason to end that.
And you know what? They do ghosting. For no reason they do ghosting.
They avoid. Yeah, they just avoid.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's important, like, if you're not interested in someone, let's take, okay? It's important to be vocal about it. It's important to let that person know that, okay, this is not working out between us. So I'm going to
Yeah.
go and, like, see someone else. Or
If you give some clarity,
let it
we'll
end it.
understand.
Then-
Like
But no, just randomly ghosting the other
Huh.
person and all. I don't think that's the right way to end things with anyone.
and from nowhere they come again and say, "Hi, how are you? Is everything okay?" So I'm really sorry.
Have you had breakups with people who you've not even dated? Like, you've never given.
Okay.
Very
I think those
Happened.
are the breakups that hurt the most.
the most.
One side love. Yeah.
Very truly experienced, and she know that.
I mean, I think the moment I asked
Mostly
that, all of us connected.
boys mostly
No, now girls are also in it.
good to know that. But yeah.
Recently cut chuka hai Sravani ka. Recent victim. Like, these are the relationships where you're just giving. Because there are no labels now.
Hmm.
So, and the thing is, since you're not dating, the other person doesn't even have to let you know that
That is true.
they're going to stop talking. They're going to stop talking.
They have
Give
that
hints.
benefit. Yeah.
They give hints slowly. They'll cut it off.
Ah.
You also have that benefit in that. as
Yes,
well.
exactly. They have so much of benefit in them. That, but
And you can't even hold them responsible or answerable.
Huh.
Like, how could you do this to me? Because they'll
They
be
will
like,
promise
we're
you.
not dating.
we are not
I
dating.
promise
Very
you that
easily
I'll
they
do
say
this.
that.
No, right? I didn't promise
मैं
you.
कुछ-
And
हाँ,
we
that's
didn't
right.
discuss about this. So you have no right to talk about it now.
Yeah, we were always friends. I'm sorry if you misunderstood. That's not my responsibility.
my
If you like me, you did all of this. I never asked you to do this for me. This they tell no, like, okay, you did so much, but I did not ask you to do this. I'm like, okay, people don't need to directly ask you to do something.
Exactly.
When you are,
You can understand.
and those breakups hurt the most because you can't openly cry about them.
Yes.
You go to your friends
Very
and cry
true.
about them, then they'll be like,
You know what they'll do.
ऐसा कैसे कट
You are
गया?
not even in a relationship.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do
Why
that?
did you do
Why
that?
did you do that?
It was out of love.
So what do you think is more important in a relationship?
Like, I think it's trust and respect. Respect is really important because when you see sometimes, like you said, when a person keeps giving 100% and the other person does not reciprocate anything, you start losing respect for the person who's not. You start losing respect for the person who's giving everything because you start taking them for granted.
That's it. Yeah. You start once you start taking things for granted.
Yeah.
Then done. You'll
Like,
lose interest in them.
They'll use this word. This person will stay. Where will this person go?
They will think inside, bro. They'll never say it out.
हाँ मतलब
They
हमको
will-
मुंह पे नहीं बोल
They
सकते
will
ना.
say that
कुछ भी हो
see,
जाए,
she's not
he'll be there,
understanding.
He'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
But that's an overconfidence. But someday katega.
Karma hits the
It's a
karma will hit.
boomerang.
Someday it'll hit.
No, it'll come back. I know it. It
People
genuinely
say
does.
people also say nowadays, not nowadays. It's been a while. I'm listening to this compatibility stuff.
Compatibility and compatibility इन लोगों को तभी याद आती है ना जब these people are attracted to someone else.
That is
oh,
true.
हमारे बीच में compatibility नहीं है. I'm like, break
Do
this.
you really think? Are you compatible to yourself? Like, are you liking your 100%?
No,
No, right? You're not compatible to yourself.
I'm not.
Like you miss something. I would have walked in that way. In that.
You know.
So you're not
They're
even
not happy with what they're having actually.
Yeah.
So
They're trying
one-
for something.
yeah,
They're
so-
craving for something new.
always, right?
Always.
You're not compatible to yourself. So when you're not compatible to yourself, how do you expect the other person to be compatible to you?
I know.
So there's no such thing called compatibility. You understand.
Yeah.
Understanding is a very important thing that will keep the relationship
I
hold.
know.
People say that my parents are more than you.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's very bad if you are into a serious one because
Yeah.
That is what. That is very important. Like
I know.
they will
You can't do this.
do this. Like when okay, I understand they were with you for 25 years, 26 years, but what in the POV of any girl or a boy who is really sincere, they will think that I'll be long lasting with you.
So, like one half of your life, you're stuck with people who you do not choose to live with.
Yes.
Okay. The next half of your life, you get to choose that person you're going to spend your life with. So, I think
Your
that
choice.
person, if you can't
You need
put
to
that
get
person.
value.
Yeah.
But what I feel is, if it's a serious I'm just emphasizing it a lot. But when your parents gave a life to you,
Yeah.
they're important.
Yeah.
And now you're choosing a person to give another life.
Yes.
So it's equally important.
You don't have to put this person over this person. But
Everyone has their own corner. They are important.
Everyone.
also in the
yeah.
situation now, like, probably like today, this person, I have to prioritize this person's needs. Tomorrow, okay, my parents को अगर कहीं लेके जाना है, हाँ, I have to prioritize that over, my partner or something. I feel like it's also the situation. But I don't think you can sacrifice one person's happiness altogether
That
for
is
the other
true.
person.
Yeah. You shouldn't sacrifice. You have to satisfy, like, give them equally.
हाँ, सब कुछ
Manage
करो.
it. You have to. When you
मतलब
choose
खुशी
them.
है तब भी मैनेज करो, दुख है तब भी बांटो.
That is what I feel. So people leave us when we are at our lows.
Yeah.
That is, lows as in not economically or something.
I know,
Lows
I
as
know.
in your own self when you are feeling stressed on with something.
Underconfident, yeah.
There is something that is poking you all the time. You're feeling low,
Yes, bro.
and you react in a different way, right? I believe one should know when to come close and when to step back, take a step back,
Yeah.
right? Because when the other person is really irritated
Yeah.
and he's trying to or she's trying to vent things out,
Yeah.
you should take it in such a way that okay, you need to put yourself in their shoe and understand what is
Yeah.
their situation.
The person who's venting is annoyed. Like they don't have that mental capacity in that moment to, think about you.
Yes.
Right. So that's where you need to give 100% and try to calm that person down. Later on, you can probably tell, okay, dude, you reacted in a fuck all way when he is like fine to understand that. But in that moment, you are supposed to keep that person's needs over yours. That's the relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you were talking about the compatibility thing, right, with yourself. Do you think you could date someone who's like you?
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
would. Because See, I love talking about cars. I love talking about cricket. I love talking about movies. Someone is really interested in all these three. I'm the done. It's a very good thing. Like, see, I'm a kind of
Life will
introvert.
be easy.
It'll be easy. You'll
Very
have confined
easy.
topics to talk.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you need not talk about
can
the
build-
topics that you
No
do.
need of building any conversation or trying to.
No.
For me, I feel like, okay, I mean, yeah, a person, I mean, I wouldn't mind dating a person like me, but the thing is, the thing where I would be very annoyed if the person I'm dating is also someone who won't budge down on that topic.
Hmm.
Some things you're very stubborn about, right? Some things you can't,
There are two types
So-
of similarities. Like you have similar interests is one
Interest,
kind,
yeah.
and the other kind is your characters are the same. Like you behave the same.
That
If
I
the
can't.
You
characters
behave
are-
the characters, that kind of thing will not work
Difficult.
out, I believe.
Yeah, because I think that's where they
You-
got that opposites attract thing because they're like, if this annoys you, then we need a person who'll be calm in the situation to make peace. But yeah, I think like you said, understanding each other is very important. Compatibility is something that you can work on. And I don't think anyone is compatible with anyone.
You're not
like in the
compatible, as I mentioned, you're not compatible to yourself.
Yeah, you're so unhappy with yourself sometimes, right? You're like, Ari, why did I do that?
It is okay. It can work out if you're not even compatible. But valuing is more important. I
You
feel
should
like.
not complain on it.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
compatible with you.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing called as compatibility.
You work.
You
work it
talk,
out. If
you spend
if
time.
if you have taken a decision, fix to it. Like, stay there.
Yeah.
Try to work it out. And later on, if it is not working out, think about it.
When I talk to few friends, like when I ask them, like,
Wait, is it on? Okay, I thought only.
are you in a relationship? Like, seriously, are you in a relationship? They'll say, I'm just seeing. Let's see
I
what
don't
will
understand
happen.
seeing someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing someone. I don't know why they use this term. Seeing
I'm
someone.
seeing someone. I'm going out with someone.
Okay, go out. You see, but explain. Like what are you seeing and where are you going out? Like, explain. The explanation is important,
Yeah.
right? So someone will expect it in another way.
Like now I'm seeing Sravani, dude.
Okay, that's legal now. It's okay. So
No, Supreme Court just took that out. No same-sex marriage thing. No. Morning only I was talking about the same-sex marriage thing. Supreme
that's
Court.
fine.
taking
That's
it out.
legalized. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So why I'm telling this is so one person,
Yeah.
for example, a female is talking to two guys. Okay, and she's attracted to both of them.
Okay.
At some point of time, she'll lose interest on someone, or she will understand that this guy is much better than this guy.
She'll start comparing.
Now she'll understand who is better, and then she'll inform this guy that I'm seeing.
This person.
No, not this person. She'll not mention that.
Oh.
She'll say I'm seeing someone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Someone.
Yeah. So this guy should understand that. Now, how should he react? Like,
Yeah, what does the seeing mean?
yeah. What do you mean by seeing? Are you into a relationship, or are you
Going to?
going to
Or
get
you're
into a
breaking with me?
relationship?
Or you just have a crush on some guy. Something.
You should explain. That's why I say the communication is important, but you need to explain. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to actually tell? Don't act cunning that. मैंने बोला ना खत्म. उतना ही है मेरा. You should understand the other part. We are not geniuses here to understand everything.
What's going on in your head? Like, how
I
will
can't
we
read
know?
your mind, so you need to explain me everything. Yeah, I can understand few things. When we are together, when we get habituated to each other, if you're cranky or something, I can understand why you're cranky there. So without you telling me, I can understand. But here we didn't have a conversation that deep. We'll understand each other so easily. So you need to explain things at the beginning for sure. And later on, it depends on how you guys mingle.
Like now, when someone says that, okay, you know what, I'm just seeing some guy or something, like, now this is the conversation that'll strike in my head. What do
You're
you
in a
mean?
relation and you're just seeing.
That thing actually makes a lot of sense because these days I think it's become common lingo for people to say I'm seeing someone.
seeing
going out
someone,
with
yeah.
someone. But you don't know how.
Yeah, you should be R or par. बीच का kill is not a good thing because it'll hurt people.
That's why people are becoming players, no, these days. Did you go through a heartbreak?
Yeah, very recently,
Uh,
as you know.
so, do you have anything to tell about your heartbreak?
Yes, definitely. It made me a better person. It was a very, bad, sad experience for sure. Who will like heartbreaks? But I learned a lot from that. I can say I started thinking about myself. I started making myself busy. But somewhere I started exploring things, how I am and all.
Yeah, like because I think that's what breakups do to you. Like you start focusing on yourself because until that moment you're focusing on your relationship, on the other person and all. But from that point onwards, you have to start picking all your pieces, putting them together, and building
Hmm.
yourself again from the scratch. You know,
Exactly.
From the beginning, once the breakup is done, you will be in a trauma phase for some time. Okay, you will try to talk to them. You'll cry in front of them. You'll do
yeah, yeah,
whatnot. You
to
do
get their
shit.
attention.
You do shit to get them back. But later you'll understand that you will feel irritated on yourself. What have you done?
Yeah.
No, you feel खुद पे like how can you do this for this person? Why are you
Not
doing
Not
even
for
this?
worth
that
it.
person, kind of. Not for that person. But how did you even do that? Like, how did you go beg, or how did you go talk, or how did
Pathetic.
you
You
go
look into
cry?
the mirror and you call yourself pathetic for
So
doing.
that's a very tough moment. No one has to go through it. But the point here is, once you're out of the trauma
Yeah.
phase, then you'll have two options. You need to either
No
get into
looking
someone
back.
else, or you can, as
Move on.
no looking back, you just move on.
Yeah.
So either you focus on your career or
Mm.
pursue whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
else you go into another person,
Yeah.
fall into the pit again. Don't worry. So
It's okay.
It made me strong actually. It really made me strong. Like I'm making my decisions now in a right way. Like I'm being very careful for whatever.
Like now all the decisions you take it thinking ki, okay, this is the benefit that I am going to get. Yeah, this. Let's take like moving abroad. If you have to move abroad, if you're
hmm,
dating someone, then you keep that person in your head and your decision is based on that other person.
hmm.
But after the breakup, you do things that are in best interest, like which will benefit only you.
You.
It's
So you'll
you.
not do things to impress them, like
Yeah.
to
Accommodate their needs.
So you'll not always say, "See, I've done this for you, I've done that for you." No, that's fine. Don't do that for them. Do it for yourself.
You
Huh.
know, between after the moment you break up and until you reach this phase, you know, there's a lot that happens. Like, you know, a lot of process. As in, right after the breakup, I don't think anyone is in the headspace to think about next, right?
A lot of people will
Exactly.
come and tell you also, like,
Yeah,
don't do this, do this. But
yeah.
you're not ready to listen. You'll just acknowledge and then you do what you want to do. Because that
Exactly.
that will not let you do what the others are saying or what is right. You just do.
We take
Just
decisions on our own only
And
you
I
know,
think
eventually.
you also, it's important. The thing is, look, a relationship is a very huge part when you're
Mm.
in it, right? You're losing such a huge part of your life. Obviously, it'll make you sad. And, you know, a lot of people will ask you, like, not to cry, not to crib about it and everything. I'm like, dude, people cry over losing their phones, their toys, all this. You're losing a person. So it's natural for you to, you know, cry about it. And I don't think there is any time limit to, you know, your crying phase. Some people will cry for 2 days and
Yeah.
like be fine. Some people will cry for a month.
Gift.
Some people
Gifted.
will cry over years.
hmm.
And
Lucky them.
you know, I just don't like when you know how other people like will be like कितना रोएगे इसके
हाँ.
ऊपर कितना अब बस हो गया I'm like, I don't think people should stop doing that. Like friends only do that. I know they do that
I
because they
know.
care about you. They can't see you miserable and
That is
everything.
true.
But again, I think it's important to just give that person how much ever time that person needs to just cry about it.
Yeah.
You need to vent things out. You need to
You
cry
need
it
to.
out. You see,
You
don't
have
don't
to.
cry it in front of them. You go cry in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just vent things out. Vent things out.
True.
And come home.
What she said was 100% true. That is when we share our opinion about our friendship breakup, or sorry, friendship heartbreak,
sad.
or situation heartbreak, whatever it might be. When we share with the opposite person, they will just let it go. Like just let it go. They'll just say very easily. But when they are facing it, they will understand
You'll
that.
feel light, like you're.
Yeah, after crying.
Just say you take your time, you be okay. It is just like a therapy, as she said before. Just go or talk to a person, you'll feel better. But even after talking to that person, we feel more sad or
They
helpless.
give, thing. They
Looks
make
like.
like, okay, just, I don't, just move on. Stop crying. होते रहता है होते रहता है
We know
I
that.
get it but
But
मेरे
it
साथ
takes
अभी हो
time.
रहा है ना
It takes time for us to get out.
I know
So what I believe is the person who is a victim
yeah
will have this trauma.
yeah
Okay. And the other person might have at the beginning, but they'll get irritated looking at the other person. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is he doing? Or what the hell is she doing? They get irritated. They're getting constant attention on something. They're always being tortured with that, all those cries, all those things.
I know.
And that the other person will easily move on because he's irritated. He's irritated because of this fellow.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other guy, the rubber band example.
Yeah.
The person
Lagging,
who
yeah,
tries to
drag.
hold on will get hurt.
That is
Everyone
true.
knows it, right? Yeah. So
The longer you hold on, the more pain that it causes. And also, I feel like closure is something that's really important for moving on. I think people will move on quicker if they get a closure. Because if, but I think it doesn't happen a lot of time. Because,
no, it
uh,
doesn't happen.
because mutual breakups and all may, first of all, I don't get this mutual breakup. I'll get back to this थोड़ा later. इसके बारे में conversation डालना पड़ेगा. But okay, about closure thing I was talking about, right? I think when you suppose let's take two of us are happy, okay? We are in a relationship for a year, 2 years, जो भी जितना भी time. Ending में this person randomly is coming and telling they want to break up. Now, according to me, I'm like everything was going fine. Why does this person want to break up? So okay.
Huh.
And in situations like that, if this person gets a closure as to why the breakup is happening, I think it will be easier for this person to move on. Otherwise,
Exactly.
You'll just
You
constantly
need a
keep,
point.
Otherwise, you'll constantly keep thinking about
Very
what is
Why this
happening?
happened?
important.
Yeah,
Very
what is something
important.
wrong with me?
Well, at least opposite person, at least they will move on happily. They had a reason, they had a point. Even for
They
that,
keep swinging up. No,
What
Huh.
if? I mean, am I fucked up? Like you keep guessing.
You
all
get
these
insecure
things.
then.
Yeah.
You get insecure when you
I
don't know the
do.
reason for it,
Yes.
and you will always think that is she with someone or is he with someone? What is happening actually? Where is he going? Where is she going? You'll have that mental torture always. Like, what is happening? You give a closure, done and dusted.
Yeah, just give a
He'll
closure.
the other
Whatever it
person will
is.
cry. He'll die. Whatever he wants to do, he'll do.
Yeah.
But he has an answer to a question. Why is he feeling so irritated? Why is he feeling so sad? Why is he feeling so insecure? He
Yeah.
has an answer. Everything is done. So even if you're breaking up this break up in a proper way, like I understand the other person will irritate you, but just give a reason and then leave. The other
Because
circumstances are different. We don't know.
like once you give off the reason now, probably it could be something like you're attracted to someone else. Tell that. Tell whatever it is, just tell. When you don't give a closure, now the other person also has the hope. Maybe, this person might come back to me karke. And this hope, dude. Breakup ke baad, the hope is the worst thing. I
They'll
think
knock
that
the
is
door
We'll get
later
it
on.
back.
like every 1 month, 2 months, your ex will randomly appear. They'll drop in your inbox or something, be like, "Hey, what's up? And
How are
all."
If
you?
they're happy in the other
We'll
relationship,
meet
they'll
up.
never knock. They'll knock when they're sad in that relationship,
Exactly.
when they're feeling stressed.
This is what I faced recently. Like, bro, my ex is 6 years, or sorry, 5 years older than me. So he's going to look for new girls, like his
To marry and
parent,
all.
yeah, to get married. So that girl whom he's seeing, he didn't like her. Like, she asked him for her space. It seems like, I need time. I'll take some time. I need to give a good breakup reason to that guy, and then I'll get married to you. Then he came to me back. He was asking, I cannot find any girl like
I
you.
think this is the most horrible thing when like your ex treats you like an option after the breakup.
The options thing is very irritating. Look.
Yeah, what are these options? Why do you need options in life, dude? I think when you're dating someone
When
now,
you're
this shouldn't be
plugged out
there.
just like a choice. ABCD. I'm not one of
Oh,
them.
नहीं मतलब ये नहीं
I am.
work
They're
out हो रहा.
directly telling that you're an option on face. They're calling and they're just asking
You're
like
the best
nothing
option.
happened.
You're the best option.
You're the best option.
Why am I option? I should be the answer. What is this?
That's the point.
No, I mean this excess ka this thing is very irritating. Like you fucked off from my life. You can't again like knock my door, come here, and then that too they'll come and they'll be like, I'm going through this, like with you. Whenever when I was with you, this is what you did for me. I miss
They'll
this.
remember that
How can you
later
just
on.
say I'm your ex? I still love you, it seems.
Yeah,
Very
it's like this.
easily.
I still love you. Why did you break
Why
up
did
if
you do that then? What is the phase what we all went through? Everything gone?
So what
Just they
happens
came
there
and
is,
say.
they understand.
औकात
There
पे आ
is-
जाते.
नहीं है औकात नहीं है so they'll understand कि they've done something wrong. Okay, at least to show that कि see I have respect for you still.
Yeah.
They'll come back and say I'm really sorry this happened.
Yeah.
I've never expected. Actually it's my mistake. So they'll start it off.
That is nice. Like when someone realizes they just want to come back and apologize. Some people will only come back for a flick. कोई और नहीं मिल रही है.
हाँ टाइम
पुरानी-
पास के लिए आते हैं.
हाँ.
They need their own requirements. They'll come for that as well.
Requirement.
You know what happens is, so when they are
Exactly.
unhappy in the current relationship, they know whom to go.
Yeah.
They know who will make them comfortable.
उनको
Yes.
पता है हमारे doors
They were
हमेशा खुले हैं
already
इनके लिए.
because they were already comfortable with us, they'll get back to us only.
No, that is again for a
Reason.
limited time.
Okay.
So
They
That is
had
what you
their
learn.
clarity.
yeah,
in
No,
their
it
head.
is only until their needs are satisfied. Physical, emotional,
Yes.
whatever.
it's again we don't know.
We never
But-
know.
We never know, but that
But you
that,
know it's
that seems
temporary.
like that. That seems like that. Like they come, they talk to us so sweet, and suddenly they say,
Again, gone.
gone.
I told you no ghosting.
Go, anyway,
I hate ghosts.
ghosting is very. I feel like whatever it is, you're supposed to let the other person know. You don't want to talk, just tell fuck off on face.
You know,
But ghosting is too much.
I started adding my contacts like Ghost 1, Ghost 2, Ghost 3.
Anyway, coming back to mutual breakups, dude. ये mutual breakups क्या होते हैं, dude? How are both of you like? मतलब both of you suddenly one day wake up and you're like breakup करना है.
That is out of my league. I don't understand that.
They'll just talk to each other like friends, it seems.
नहीं, this mutual breakup is actually a myth. There's one person who
No, that
wants
is
to break
comfort.
up.
That's
No.
comfort.
It
I easily
depends,
say
bro.
mutual breakup. Just that ki I'm not feeling bad even if you leave me. Let's break up if we are not.
Or they're respecting others' decision also. It might be like that also.
What respect, dude?
No, respecting doesn't come under mutual breakup. Respecting comes under the same
Okay.
natural breakup. So
Like okay, I mean I don't
One-
want to break up, but if you
it's-
this is what you
it's
want,
okay,
I'll
I
respect it.
you.
That is what I mean.
Yes, sir. And what's your opinion on being friends with your exes?
No,
Bad idea. Very bad
No.
idea.
no.
We know it's a bad idea because we've done it, guys.
No, I was
try-
never. I used to never talk to my exes
Really?
until unless they knock the door. So unfortunately, it happened. I was again hoping it, but that didn't come true. So it's a waste of thing.
I tried, bro. Looking at my friends, they're meeting their exes. I tried being friends, but it was like ended up worse. Like
No,
he
I
against
can't be friends.
no way.
I think, I mean, I've done it in past. That's how I know it's a horrible idea. It does not end well. And now I've also realized that, if you're friends with your ex, I don't think it's respectful for your current partner. Because
If you have a partner.
yeah, if you have a partner, it's not.
If you don't have a partner, you can make use of it. You can be friends with them. You can.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a personal choice again, no? If it's not going to cost you like some 2 months therapy after that, again,
Yeah.
that's friendship.
That'll. I believe that'll fuck you up.
No,
So
I
it's better not to be friends. It's only say hi bye. When you meet.
and
When
I
you.
don't think you should be available for your ex after the breakup. Like, don't show that availability. Like one call away if they're in some trouble. Like obviously, if there's emergency they call you, that's different, okay? But you shouldn't be the person they call you after
Yeah.
like 12 o'clock if they have nothing else to do. Like, हाँ चल मिल लेते हैं.
Boys have the problem, Unfortunately, in this country, boys are desperate and girls have more choices. Is what I feel. I'm sorry
That's true everywhere, not just in this country.
because
Unfortunate,
uh,
but
that's a little unfortunate. I would say we boys should concentrate more on self grooming.
you're talking to two girls जो कटवा के बैठे हैं इधर.
हाँ, so सब कटेंगे, सबका कटेगा. So don't worry.
I like, how you're telling all of them with such a straight face.
Straight face.
I mean, it's like,
होगा.
हाँ, नहीं. I just hope इतने बार हो चुका है, आगे ना हो. I mean, every relationship you hope it's your last relationship.
Yeah,
But
you
that's-
just had that opinion, I feel.
I mean,
We hope, yeah, we hope
That's the goal, right?
Yeah, actually, some people will do that, bro. Like, I'm into relationship for a sad breakup phase. I'm going into a relationship even though I know it's a toxic relationship.
toxic relationships.
They knew that person.
Toxic is again. I don't know how toxic is. I've
Hmm.
seen some. Toxic. I've seen little toxic like violence. I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
violence.
yeah.
That is
So-
Even in
very.
relationships, right? I mean, both of like people put up with it in a relationship. Put up
They'll
with
take
violence.
all rights on the girl or a boy. They do whatever they want. It is not a relation, and they'll
I
end up
feel like
saying, "I have rights on you."
Toxic is also like some people are happy again. Like they know their relationship
Yeah.
is toxic, but they're still happy with it.
Because they don't have a choice.
True. On
So
point.
it's okay. You. This is cliche, but you see when the relationship is toxic and the person is not leaving it. Why?
Because they know बाहर कहीं
नहीं है.
नहीं चलेगा कुछ.
Hmm.
So let this be. They're getting something out of it.
It generally happens in a long
which should-
distance.
Long distance नहीं, I mean.
No, I just saw a couple like I'm not talking to that person, but what he did was he didn't tell his girl that he's in some other flings. Like he had 3 flings at the same point of time. After this knowing to that girl also, she never gave up on him. She was still taking his back, she's supporting him,
No,
taking
that is
stand for
wrong.
him.
Like I think like you can take a lot of things in a relationship, but like cheating is where you draw a line. Because I am ready to put up with okay, your mood swings hai, ठीक है, you have some anger issues, ये सब ठीक है. But I should know that I'm the only person who's there in your life. If you are sharing,
That's a basic expectation.
yeah, this is the bare minimum. If that is being shared, no, then that is
I can see that in your case.
that I can't. take.
Pain, bro.
I believe there are 3 main reasons why a breakup should happen.
Yeah.
One is betrayal, the other
Yeah.
is cheating, and the other for sure thing is violence. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have that in it. Yeah.
No, and I don't think
Even
should
if
put
you
up
have
with
it for fun
yeah.
at the beginning, even if you have it for fun, like you're hitting each other, you never know how
Yeah,
things change.
true. Yeah, even in this Gen Z, there are people who are okay with it. I've seen those people. Like
Like
they're
people
saying,
put up with
Yeah.
like पुराने ज़माने में people putting up
and
with violence and
people
all.
feel like Arjun Reddy. Like my friend, one of my friend was telling that he was telling it's okay. I have all rights on her.
If you talk about Arjun Reddy, that's a boundary. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, why don't people
They don't understand
Why
that.
don't people notice Preeti slapping Arjun, and why only they notice Arjun slapping Preeti?
Preeti, that too. I'm telling you, Arjun is like out of his head when he slaps Preeti. But like Preeti slaps him because he like
And
he
and
can
she
go.
cries.
And she
That
cries
is
and
not
she
her.
goes.
That's not
and
the
then
right
this guy goes, Are you Preeti? And that too, other discussion that they're having is what he's asking her to go.
It was
And
all
the director
situation.
explained it clearly
I know.
that there is a boundary. Okay, and they kiss. they slap, it's their choice. Okay. If the other person is feeling bad about that thing, that particular thing, they will first say that I'm
Yeah.
not okay with this. If you are really loving them, you respect it and you stop doing it. That is one thing. And if you don't stop doing it, chuck it. And the girl, if she is not letting the other person know that I'm not liking this, please don't do it again, that is also not moral. Like, you have to
Yeah.
inform that this is not right because you were doing it from the beginning. You need to
Yeah.
understand that. Yeah.
That's the thing now. People keep on expecting the other person to like do this for. I mean, okay, look, you see, you expect one time, it doesn't happen, then you have to be vocal and let the other person know, like, look, this is what I want. Okay.
What if they don't understand what we are expecting?
So that is now you know the other person is not going to change. So now the choice is with you. You either make peace and like stay, or you understand that this person is fuck all and move on.
Yeah.
So there's people who say I don't know how people have maintained both of them at the same time. And
One
they
for their
do maintain,
personal needs and one for their emotional needs.
right? And I've seen girls doing it.
Yes.
I know boys also doing it.
It's like you saw it in my face. I'm like,
So yes,
don't.
I've seen people doing it. Sorry, I've seen people doing it. They say they act like they don't know how they do it. Like, it's so immoral how they do it. It's bad. Chichi, I don't do it, but they do it. They do it. They do it. They think that no one will know about it. Dude, people are not so
Stupid.
idiot.
People
They'll
see it.
understand.
So yeah, I mean, obviously, breakups and like katna katna to chalte rehta hai zindagi mein. But I also felt like a lot of my breakups have taught me a lot of
Lot
things.
of breakups. Okay.
And I mean, obviously, they made me the person I am today. I have to give it all for my 5 exes.
Oh.
Five, huh?
Ah.
You know, if I was stuck in that relationship, firstly, I wouldn't be doing this podcast. I mean, all of that happened. Like, the thing is, I came, so I had a breakup recently. And that's when I joined this job and like all of this happened. And that's when I started taking this thing more seriously. So for me, my breakups have somehow helped me boost my career,
Exactly.
made me take my life more seriously. And I've connected so much more to my family and my friends because I have so much time now, you know. And leaving all of this, I think I started understanding how, like, now I know what I want in a person, you know,
And
with all this hit and trial.
and you really need a me time in every relationship. Like at least 1 hour we need to take a space for our own self. We have to just be happy, like listening to our favorite songs. They'll even expect that time for
I
them.
know.
It is again not correct. It's going in a
Yeah.
wrong way.
Because
You
if
need to have a timetable for it.
tell me one good thing that has happened to you, like after the breakup. Please
No,
tell
I
me
have
something.
learned things. I've learned things. Okay, do you regret any love of your life?
No. No.
No, right?
No. Because I think if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't be here.
No,
Like
not
all of
that way. I
no.
accept.
I mean, all of that has taught me something. Okay, and I'm happy with my life. Honestly, I'm happy where I am. Okay, like what I'm doing.
She's compatible.
Personally, professionally, everywhere. I like myself right now. And I think all the relationships, like all the fuck up that I've also done, have, it was a good thing.
I
And
don't personally regret. Like,
I know.
I've enjoyed those moments. Those were good.
Yeah.
Unforeseen reasons, it just happened. So
That you fell in love with whoever for a reason, right? I mean, you liked them, you stayed with them because it was nice. Otherwise, you wouldn't have. So, I don't think there are any like regrets. Like, if I could go back in time, I'd do it all over again.
no.
Okay.
I'll not do it all over again. But I really love those memories. I really love those sweet moments. I keep them. I just keep them.
Yeah.
Whenever the Google always reminds, no, let it
Uh,
remind at times. It's okay.
it's
Even,
nice to sometimes it's a nice
It's good.
It's just a memory, good or bad. It's just a memory for us.
Yeah. So I
Cherish the
think
moments.
exactly.
Fall in love, no worries. Don't hate love. Fall in love.
Yeah, take your chances.
Keep loving people. It's okay.
Experience it.
But don't be on the other side. Just keep loving. That's it.
So I think today's episode we covered it all from good to bad, and we had bittersweet moments, all of them. And but again, we actually had a couple of things that we wanted to talk about more deeply, but it's fine. Let us know in comments below if you'd want us to like explore more of this topic. We'd love to do this. And thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Shravani, for being here today.
Thank you.
It's
And
an amazing topic. Definitely. We really need this to be
yeah.
spoken out.
And please let us know if you know what part you related to the most and anything. So anyway, thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And we'll keep posting videos every week. So stay tuned for that. Signing off. Bye bye.